welcome to another episode of Gas Network Presents Sports for the Culture.
I'm here with the family.
Bryce, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Malo,
Gruff Lion,
T-Boogie, man.
to the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
can't wait to hear what you guys got to say. We are back. Your favorite sports show, Gas Presents Sports for the Culture. I'm tonight's host, at Bryce XXV Double I, aka Mr. Big Leaguer, aka my mama's favorite gas panelist. As always, I got the gang with me. Bottom right, introduce yourself, sir.
it's your boy Young Rome 22, man. If you don't know by now, that means you're just tuning in for the first time. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Twitter, hit the follow button. You're tuning into the greatest sports show of the summer, of the year. We about to show you right now.
They say some call him Young Rome, some call him Coach Rome. Top right, introduce yourself, sir. Wake up.
What up, everybody? It's Gruff Lion. Good ass sports, man. Fashionably late. You feel me? We was having some technical difficulties. It's one of them days where the universe and the technology gods was just like, nah, B, we ain't having it. But it's all good. We still here. We trucking through it like we always do. Ready to get into it, though. Let's go.
Brother, technology gods were not messing with us today, but you know what they say. The show must go on. Bottom left, introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, man, T-Boogie. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Y'all know what it is. Hey, I'm back from the DR, man. Had me a little vacation. I was off last week. Enjoy the sunshine, the pool, the beach, all that with the family. A little bit of a detox, but I'm back. I'm ready to go. I'm still Blue Cup Boogie. I didn't get much sports in the DR, man. The internet is a little shaky in some of these Caribbean countries, but I'm here. I'm back. Let's get it.
It's looking like your internet's a little shaky right now.
I'm about to say
I'm gonna leave that one there. Hey, but look, I know one thing though. Your motto, man, wash your hands, wash your ass, takes on a whole new meaning right now. I'm seeing all this stuff on social media about people not showering daily, talking about 1 or 2 showers a week. Where they do that at, man? I don't know. To each his own, though. To each his own. Scrub look puff. I know, bro. I felt the same way when I heard the scrub. I was like, what's going on with these folks? Let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into it. So, first thing on the dock today, I want to hear what you guys think about this ACC, Big 10, Pac-12 merger, collaboration, whatever you want to call it. The ACC, the Big 10, the Pac-12 have all got on the same accord. It seems like in response to what went on with the SEC, with Oklahoma and Texas deciding to take their talents to the Southeastern Conference. I guess it's like, I don't know, man. I guess it's survival of the fittest out here with these conferences. You know, these new rules, these new rules for the players have kind of changed everything. And I want to hear what you guys think about this. What you think it means for the future of college athletics. So let's jump into it. Rome, what did you think when you first heard about this merger between the ACC, the Big 10, and the Pac-12?
I mean, I kind of like it, honestly. I think it'll be better for the college football. I think we all know football can be very regional. So I think you just get the best regions and pack them all together, man. Give me the best guys playing the best guys. I don't need a bunch of blowouts. We already see enough blowouts in college football as it is. So just give me more competitive college football, and I think that'll make for a much better view. Because right now, the way college football goes, man, some of these homecoming games, some of these other games is just like you don't even need to turn it on unless that's your school and you want to see somebody blow somebody out. So I think this will give us more competitive college football week to week.
Right. And I think that's a good point, man. I think, the domino effect that the NIL had, the name, image, and likeness rule that was implemented, it definitely had a domino effect as it pertained to Texas and Oklahoma deciding to move to the SEC. Now we got this big move between the ACC, the Big 10, the Pac-12, 3 of the major conferences, And for a couple of these conferences, they kind of just got a piece of the pie when you're thinking about the college playoff expanding to 12 teams. Now we're almost guaranteed to get a couple ACC teams, get a Pac-12 team in there, So with this merger, we really got to wonder what the future of college sports looks like. I know me and Scruff, we had an interesting conversation while we were chopping it up a couple weeks ago, and I told Scruff, I said, look, college sports as we know it is over. And I truly believe that in 20 years, 25 years, there's really not going to be any need for college sports anymore. But I'm going to get more into that now. I see Scruff shaking his head, so I'm going to lob it to him. What up, Scruff?
Yeah, I mean, the terms of the merger I'm still a little murky on, so you had to break that down for me. But college sports is definitely not ending, actually. It's just actually really just beginning. It's a whole new world, bro. It's a wild, wild west. The college sports landscape, there's always going to be a market for college sports. It's a local market. It's like, like you can sell things like, nationally. Yeah, of course. Like NFL, obviously people want that brand power, but there's brand power in being Alabama's quarterback, right? There's brand power in being Clemson's quarterback. You don't have to be, Mikey Williams or like some kind of superstar persona. A lot of these football players just get in at the right program. They're going to be able to get name, image, and likeness deals. You probably netting 6 figures. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're starting at a major school, it's a good chance, really good chance. So I don't think it's over. I really just think it's the beginning. What we knew of college football is over. Yeah. So in that sense, you're right. It's over. But yeah, and what's happening now is money ball, like for colleges, because people care about this stuff. There's all these prides. It's local. Like there's no reason why. Even at like smaller schools, there was the kid at the HBCU that signed the deal with Bojangles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at that. Like, that's all opportunities, bro. Like, there's marketability everywhere, bro. So, like, even the dude at HBCU getting a deal, like, you can make it work for you. I think really it's just beginning. Now, as far as the merger goes, I think what is eventually going to happen is we're just going to see like 2 or 3 major conferences. So I think that's what it's really going to come down to. So I don't know how this merger works out. Are they all one conference? Are they separate conferences still? Like, Bryce, help me out.
Yeah, no, they're not all one conference, and then they were purposely vague about the details of this coalition they're forming. Right? They're purposely vague about it. But what their plan is, from what they've kind of released, is they plan to move essentially in solidarity to do what's best for all their athletes. They don't want to get kind of bullied by the SEC. The SEC having all the big schools, getting all the big games, being the only thing that matters, especially when it comes to football, which is the biggest revenue-generating sport in college athletics. So I think these teams are just coming together to try to give themselves the best opportunity. Maybe pair their games up, make sure they have big games each and every week by picking the best schools from their respective conference. But you got into something interesting with the NIL, man, and hear me clear. I'm not against name, image, and likeness as it pertains to the individual athlete. I mean, like, don't get my message that I'm about to deliver construed, right? I think it's great that everybody gets their money, everybody gets their chicken, as my man Marshawn Lynch would say. But the problem as it pertains to college athletics and why it's about to be gone, I can almost guarantee you in the next 20 years it's gone. Because the bottom line for most college sports programs is, okay, everybody looks at the revenue when they're looking at college sports programs. Nobody looks at profit. These college athletics, they're not breaking the bank at all when it comes to profit. In fact, a lot of them are actually losing money when it comes to profit. In fact, a lot of them are just teetering that line when it comes to profit. So they're not profitable at all. The revenue they might be bringing in might look like a big number. When it's all said and done, if you know anything about business, big difference between revenue and profit. Revenue is what you bring in. Profit is what you actually made off what you brought in. And when it comes to profit, they're just not making it. So now, if I'm a big company, right? If I'm a big company, why would I give money to the school itself to promote their athletics when I can give money to the individual player, a lot smaller sum of money, to the individual player who is maybe one of the bigger stars, one of the bigger names from said program? It really makes no sense from a business perspective. So what's going to end up happening is these schools are going to start losing out on money that they were once able to get, because big companies are going to be smart enough to go directly to the player, put the money in their pockets without having to cut a huge check to the school. So what does that mean for the future, right? If you were the NBA per se, NBA can sign a deal with the Nike, right? Because if you're the NBA, you're one conglomerate that holds 30 teams. But if you're an individual school, you really can't wield that type of power that a big association, a big organization can. So these smaller schools are really going to start losing out on this money, on a lot of this revenue they're getting. Like, I mean, why would a big time company want the stadium named after them now when they can just throw a couple dollars in the pocket of the player for a fraction of the cost? Save out on.
I mean,
Depends on the program.
Why is FedEx Field then?
Right.
Well,
There's still money to be made there.
Right.
Like there, if you're Alabama, how many great players have come through Alabama? And you're right, they could start putting money in those players' pockets. But Alabama roll tide. That's a whole thing too. So I feel like the bigger schools, the schools that are still have some marketability, will be all right. And that's also why they need to do this merger, is to keep the schools afloat business wise. Otherwise, you might be right. But some of the smaller schools could be hit by this, but I think the bigger schools will be all right.
The big schools are already all right. That's the point. So Alabama's good. Notre Dame, they're gonna be all right. Texas, they'll probably be straight. But everybody else is gonna be a wrap for. And I'm trying to tell you guys, we're gonna eventually get to the point where we're looking more and more like Europe, where the big teams, the professional teams are gonna have academies where they got people coming up in their own academy. Like, because it's gonna be pointless for anybody to go to college, not for the player standpoint, but from the college perspective. Because at the end of the day, the NCAA is a business. The college sports is a business first. Nobody, these head of these athletic programs, they don't give a damn about the student athlete for real. They care about the bottom line. And once that bottom line begins to be diminished from all this money going directly to the athlete's pockets, it's gonna be no point of them, continuing. It's just eventually it's gonna be like college athletics is gonna be the local guys from each state, you know what I mean, that weren't good enough to go to the league, and you really would have had to go to the college to want to watch a college game, because the top prospects, the top athletes, they're not gonna be in college no more. It's gonna be pointless for the colleges to pursue them. See, what you think about this whole ACC, Big Ten, Pac-12 merger, bro?
Well, this is all kind of new to me. So I guess first, is this happening this season, next season, 5 years, 10 years? Like, when does this go into effect?
It seems that it's going to affect immediately. But as I kind of stated earlier, it's like they don't have any signed contracts. Essentially, they all sat at the table and decided they're going to move in solidarity. You know,
they got a handshake agreement,
exactly,
more or less.
Exactly.
Like you said, at the end of the day, when I see moves this big in any environment, you follow the money. It has to be profitable. It has to make sense financially. Because the whole student athlete was always a scam. You know what I'm saying? It's always about how much money can these colleges make. So if these conferences are trying to merge, and I can only imagine they're probably only going to merge in football and basketball. I can't see them merging baseball and track and volleyball and rowing. Probably the profit of revenue sports. It's probably good up front. It's probably going to make for some interesting matchups. I know I was mad when Maryland left the ACC, so to see Maryland back playing the Dukes, the Carolinas potentially, I would look forward to that. So you could create some good games. I don't know if you're going to compete with the SEC. At the end of the day, just from a football perspective, what matters is how many guys, how successful is your program, and how many guys you put in the league. If you're not matching the SEC with putting guys in the league, I don't care who you merge and who you play against. As an athlete coming out of high school, you're always going to trend the SEC, and the SEC guys are always going to say, this is the SEC. If you're not putting guys in the league, it's a roll of the dice. So it's a financial move, and hopefully it works out. I don't think this is the end of college. I think it's probably the evolution of college. I'm kind of excited to see where it goes next. I haven't followed college football traditionally, like really close, but the last couple of years I paid attention to it. I think they're moving in the right direction. I like when they added the playoffs. I think a bigger playoffs makes sense. So just from a football perspective, I'm on board.
Man, mark my words, fellas. It's the beginning of the end of college athletics. Definitely as we know it, but it's the beginning of the end in totality, man.
I think it'll be interesting to see if like the XFL or one of these other football leagues start to catch on, if they can be somewhat of a minor league system, because that could be the dagger for college football.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I that's what I see, bro. I really see it going like that, because I don't know. if the money, if the bottom line is not worth it for these schools, if they can't get every single dollar possible out of their athletes, you know what I mean? It's just not going to be worth it for them to even hold the games anymore. It's not going to be worth it for them to do it on the scale that they do it currently.
I guess I got to read the name, image, likeness stuff. I really got to dig into it because what's to stop?
It's not taking that much money out of them.
I was gonna say, what's to stop a group of alumni from just creating a business to pay the players to come to a specific school?
They can.
A shell company.
Hey, my boy Charlie O, man, let him know, man. College athletics is over, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Nah, it's survival of the fittest. How
often do you see businesses that generate billions cease to exist? Like it's gonna take a lot more than name, image, likeness, I think.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing, man. These businesses, they're not generating billions. Okay.
They're generating billions.
The conferences are getting a lot of money, right? But if you look at the bottom line for the schools, for the individual schools, look up how much money Maryland made in college athletics last year. They didn't make a lot of money. They spent a whole lot of money. In revenue, they got a whole bunch of money.
I would guarantee they made a profit, and I would guarantee they cleared $1 million or $2 million.
But $1 million or $2 million. If you bring it in, business tells you, right? If you bring it in $60 million, and you only made $1 million or $2 million, and now all your athletes get to benefit off their own name, image, and likeness, that's going to affect your $1 million or $2 million. So if you only made $1 million or $2 million, but the Big Ten cut you a check for $55 million, that's what they cut every school in the conference, and you still only made $1 million or $2 million, pretty soon it's not going to be worth it. That $1 million or $2 million is not going to be worth it anymore.
I'm just throwing that number out there, but even if $1 million or $2 million is still better than zero, that's still the biggest industry in a college. Like you're getting funding from a sport, you're not getting it from a state or the county. Like colleges are going to continue.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of them.
Colleges will continue. I don't know about college football though.
Nah,
I don't.
I mean, D money.
Only the weak schools going to fall, bro. So maybe like Toledo or something like that might lose their program, but like Maryland ain't about to lose the program, bro. Like Rutgers, Nebraska, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, look,
Michigan,
listen.
You know what I'm saying? These schools aren't going nowhere, bro.
I'm
gonna tell you what I'm saying, like a random school, bro.
Hold on,
random schools are losing
real quick, yo. UMD last year they made $108,796,000 in revenue. But they had to spend $103,029,000 in expenses. Do you all understand what is going on here, bro?
They made $5 million in profit. That's what my math tells me. That's a lot,
bro.
That's a lot.
You're not y'all are missing. If you think that's a lot, you're missing it, bro.
That's not sustainable.
If you don't think that's a lot, then you gotta spend less, bro.
No, that's a lot.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing as me giving you $109. If you making $109 and me taking $106 from you.
Nah, 103.
That's the same thing on that scale, bro. You have to break it down, bro. It sounds like a lot of money. Yes, it is, bro. It sounds like a lot of money when you hear million on it. But if you take the zeros out of the million, you do a good old fraction.
Maryland is a state institution, right? So they're getting funding from the state. Extra $5 million is a great amount, bro. It's a monumental amount.
That $5 million is before name, image, and likeness. You guys have to hear what I'm saying. I said college sports is on the way out. Y'all missing it. It's on the way out.
No, I'm gonna tell you what.
They only made $6 million last year.
Has nothing to do with that.
This is why. Look. This is why you're always gonna have these college programs, because there's always a kid that needs to make a way out playing sports. Like,
bro, the thing is, that's not going to be the way out anymore. Playing sports is what I'm trying to get you to see, because it's not going to be worth it for the schools to invest that much money pretty soon. I'm not saying it's going to happen next year. I told y'all next 20, 25 years. Oh, it's finito. It's finito. Right now, it's going to fizzle out. Just watch. Just remember I said it. When we doing this show in 25 years, everybody got the gray beards. Y'all gonna have to give me my flowers then, man.
I think Bryce is on the right track, but it's gonna take another type of minor league, D league system for football for it to happen for college football. And I don't know if it'll ever happen for college basketball.
Bro, think about
Bryce
it.
gonna be saying the same thing 100 years from now. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen soon.
You paid $109, man, and I came up to you and said, "All right, sir, Give me 103 of that. Thank you. You got to keep $6.
Bryce. What you're not getting it's not $103. It's $109 million. That's the difference.
Fractions in school.
Some things cost more money to operate, bro.
Bro, see, you're missing it. When they throw a million at you, they throw the million number at you. It's easy to miss it. But this is why they taught you fractions, bro.
Bro, when you're coming from a place where you're thinking about bang for the buck, college football is not the most efficient way to make money. You got me there, bro, but it still makes money.
It still makes money for now, and that's before the NIL ever happened.
But it's not taking no money out their pocket, bro. You're speculating, bro, at best.
This is what we do on this show is speculate. No, you're This is what they pay me for. They pay me to speculate.
Hey, you're looking at it to service level, right? Because even if I'm only making 3, 4, 5 million, right? My football program, my basketball program, I'm still bringing in students. Like my school is still elevated. I get some of the best students, like a Penn State, right?
Your students aren't going there their students are going there so they can make $100K when they leave. Right. They're not going there because you got a football team.
No matter why,
no matter the profile of the school,
right?
What are we talking about?
Your job,
that builds the profile of the school.
You want to recruit.
Harvard has a horrible football team. Guess what? Students want to go there.
No.
But I'll tell you that since Rutgers joined the Big Ten, everything about their university has gone up. You know what I'm saying? And their win total barely going up. So, but something else would happen. Something happened. You know what I'm saying? They're getting more money. They're getting more people. They're getting more attention. They're in the commercials. They're getting bigger brand power. It happens. That's what happens, bro.
The schools will be just fine. At the end of the day, the schools will be just fine. I agree 100%. I'm talking about the programs, bro. As far as college sports goes, it's changing.
What may happen, right?
I promise you.
What may happen is you might have schools saying, all right, we cannot afford to pay Nick Saban $10 million because last I heard, Nick Saban is the highest paid state official, you know what I'm saying, in Alabama. So what could happen is the schools could easily get back into that margin and say, we're only paying a coach $4 million. We're only paying a coach $3 million. Like, you don't got to pay these guys $10 million.
That's definitely what's going to happen. All these fancy weight rooms, all this not getting the library fixed, getting the new football fields, that is going to be dead in the next 5-10 years. But I'm telling you, man, if a minor league system catches on for the football, college sports is definitely done. College football is definitely done.
It's going to be hard for a minor league to catch on in football because the NFL and college they're a team, bro. They work together. They create rules. For now.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Y'all gonna see, man. I hate it because I love college sports. I love college football. I love college basketball. So like, I don't hate NIL. I love that the athletes are getting money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? But recognizing what it's going to do to college athletics, I think eventually I'm gonna be blown when I can't see the tournament the same way or the college football playoff the same way. I'm gonna be blown. I would be blown personally if it's only 20 teams rocking for real. Like if all the other teams, because think about it, you know how often do we hear about schools disbanding their program? Like I'm talking in the vacuum, right? According to D Money. But how often yearly schools are disbanding their programs? But y'all telling me all these schools are going to be fine magically. But we already
I'm not saying all the schools are going to be fine.
But it's only going to be the recognizable schools.
The major schools, the big brands, it's survival of the fittest, bro. Some schools may not make it. Yeah, that's probably true. But most of the schools will, bro. And the good programs will
not, because it's only a handful of Alabamas. It's only a handful, bro. And schools like Rutgers, schools like UMD, they are not Alabamas, bro. It's only it's maybe I could say it's 8 to 10 schools. That's why ACC, Big Ten, and Pac-12 are merging. This is a fight against this, bro. They don't want to be done. They want to keep getting their little million, they pennies on the dollar. If I'm making 109 million, bro, if I'm bringing 109 million and I only get to take home 6 of it, that's like pennies on my dollar, bro. Like this is an issue that they're trying to combat. They're actively trying to combat. So I applaud. A lot of people are coming at the ACC, the Big Ten, the Pac-12. Guys like Paul Feinbaum. He's one of the more popular sports writers in America. You know what I mean? He's coming at
colleges like they're Amazon or something, like they're publicly owned stock companies, bro. They're institutions, bro. All they have to do is break even. Legit. If they have enough more than their operating profit, then they're successful in the eyes of an institution. That's what
Okay,
it
but
takes.
what happens when they're below that profit, bro? What happens when they dip below?
No, I just look.
This is what you're missing.
Look,
That's when you cancel the programs. But the good programs aren't doing that.
Rome just talked about it.
Enough.
You don't have to replace your dumbbells every 2 years and have the Alabama logo on it. You don't have to do that. You don't got to upgrade your locker room with flat screens. Like you're gonna, like any smart business, you're gonna nip and tuck where you can to keep that profit. That's what's gonna happen. What you might see is poor conditions. You might see grass fields instead of turf now, but I guarantee you won't see the end of college sports. The same way I talked about how the Redskins Washington football team would never get rid of Daniel Snyder. These are billion-dollar companies for better or for worse. You can't bully them. Like you can't move them off of their money. They're gonna do whatever, even if they got to go outside the law. They're gonna find a way to stay relevant. I'm never betting against anything that brings in billions of dollars.
That's different. That's different, bro. That's different with professional sports teams. It's not the same. You want to hear a good one? Duke University brought in $116,021,513, right? That's in revenue. You know what their expenses were? $116,021,331. That's a profit of $182, bro.
All Duke has last.
Hey,
all Duke has to do, like Scruff said, all they have to do is break even and keep people coming to the school. That's it.
They're barely breaking even as is, and this is before NIL, and they're barely breaking even, just barely.
Bro, if we don't break even, guess what? We don't need women's softball. All right,
it doesn't work like that.
They've already scheduled.
No. There's something called Title IX. It doesn't work like that.
Nah, T is right though. They've already canceled a lot of college softball teams specifically to pay for this other shit.
If they do that, they have to cancel college baseball. It's something called Title IX. You can't.
No, they have to keep an equal amount of equal in men and women.
Exactly, bro. Y'all.
They don't got.
Yes, it's a law.
Yes, they do.
It's a law.
It doesn't have to be softball. It could be women's bowling, right? We just need another women's team.
Yeah, whatever we get.
It be a cheaper sport,
but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it has to be the equal sport though. Like you can't have men's basketball and not have women's basketball.
Nah, bro. I know somebody whose daughter plays softball and has gone to colleges, and there's been programs that definitely have baseball teams that do not have softball teams.
Right. So
I don't know, but I do know that that's what colleges will do. For sure, they'll cut the lacrosse team, whatever team isn't bringing in revenue.
I'm just looking at history, bro. If somebody has to bite the bullet, it's a minority or a woman, and minorities run college sports, so it's the women. That's what's going to happen. They'll cut out women's sports before they say we're done with men's college basketball and football. It's too much money.
And that's the thing, though.
That's gonna have to get done in the law books. Then that's gonna have to get done in the law books.
Bryce is right though. Y'all not recognizing the impact Title IX. They can't just cut women's programs like that. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, that's gonna have to get done in the law books. If they want to start doing that, they're gonna have to go to Congress to get that done.
They've been fighting that fight for years.
T already said it. These billionaires will go around the law if they need to. They'll get the laws changed because that's the kind of money they got. Like all it takes is, this senator went to this school and he agrees with us. That's all it takes.
What he's saying is right. But that's facts right there. Exactly. Which is why there's going to be maybe, like I said, 3 or 4 major programs. That's it. I mean, major conferences. And everybody else is going to have to just fall off. Like it's going to be survival of the fittest.
And that's my exact point.
But that's not 8 teams, Bryce. That's maybe like 30. You know what I mean? Like 3 conferences.
What's the NCAA tournament with 30 teams?
No, football in particular. Basketball's not that expensive, bro.
Basketball will survive longer for sure.
Bring your own sneakers, and then all you gotta do is show up with a basketball. That's it.
If only the big program.
Nobody's gonna go if that's the case. Everyone's going straight to the D League. Everyone's going straight to the G League, bro. They're going to Europe. They're going to the Melo.
Then they're going to the D League. Then they're going to the D League, then, bro. College football will not cease to exist, bro.
Okay, you'll be watching
because there's no suitable replacement for football. There's no minor league. That's a lot of money. That's a lot.
Exactly, bro.
There's not one yet.
You're not thinking forward. You're thinking right now. I'm thinking forward, bro.
How can I have a minor league in football if college guys that are 18 as freshmen are not allowed to go pro? How can they play in a minor league? Basketball is not an issue.
18, you can go pro.
Not football.
You can do whatever you want at 18. That's in NFL. You can't.
That's
go
the
pro.
NFL. Yeah,
You can't go to the NFL, but you can go. You can go play the XFL. You can go play if something else pops up. You can go do it.
How does it make sense that this guy is not old enough to play in the NFL, but he's old enough to play against 30-year-olds in the XFL?
This is my point,
there are
bro.
guys that have been coming to college
the ones
early
looking at it in a
now.
vacuum. When I say it's going to change in 20 to 25 years from now, it's going to be totally different.
20 to 25 years from now, the U.S. might not be a superpower. So I need
maybe. If what I'm saying is right, let's just
20 to 25 years, Barron Trump might be president. I need something else.
All right, so what I'm saying is 20 to 25 years, there might be no college sports. That was my point. 20 to 25 years, it might be going completely. So that means
20 to 25 years, there might not be no humans.
Hold on.
I
hear you. But listen, what I'm saying is 10 to 15 years, it might, as we know it, it could be completely disbanded as we know it, to where there is a minor leagues in football, to where we are looking more like Europe, where the teams themselves, the professional teams themselves, have their own sort of academies, have their own sort of things where they're putting young players into it and grooming them to eventually be on their team. Things are changing, bro. Okay, hold on. Here's a perfect example, right? Y'all don't watch college baseball. Y'all don't give a damn about college baseball.
Nobody does.
And you know why? Because people come straight from high school and they go right to the minor leagues. High school, minor leagues. It's a wrap.
Okay.
You didn't grab it from high school.
No, that's not why.
Hey, so T, what you're saying is that the NFL can't create a G League. The NFL can't do something like that. They already work. They already work with college football. You think they can't create something to where they have 18-year-olds training and going? Oh my god!
How can the NFL do that? If baseball is literally doing it to where the best prospects from college baseball, the best prospects, from high school baseball are going straight to the minors.
The NFL is not going to be able to fund that because they're still trying to figure out how to stay in existence, period.
Who's trying to figure out how to stay in existence?
Bruh, them bashing heads on each other, they got their own issues. They're not trying to make a whole minor league. They still dealing with that.
What? You're tripping, bruh.
Bro, they got their own issues, bro. The NFL has a better I got a better chance the NFL ends in before 25 years before college sports as a whole ends. College sports as a whole ending. Come on, bro.
Sport in America, bro. What are you talking about?
The fact is, bro, a lot of these players is dying, bro. They got head injuries, bro. That shit's still not solved.
A lot of these players are dying.
Nobody watches college baseball because even professional baseball can be boring. It's an exciting.
What are you talking about, bro? Okay, now we're getting into opinion. We're getting into opinion-based arguments. So
if a guy is,
it's boring to you.
Check this out. If a guy is a stud high school baseball player, how many years before he's an all-star in the pros?
5 years.
It takes time because they have to go through the ranks. Yeah.
Right. In basketball, if you're a stud high school player, how many years before you're an all-star in the pros?
Maybe one or two.
You might have one or
maybe one or two.
That's false,
okay,
bro. That's totally false.
Bryce Harper went straight to the pros, or he played like a few.
Ben Simmons was an all-star in the second year. And y'all say he's a scrub.
But you also have players that are all-stars in their fifth year. What are you talking about?
There's plenty of baseball players that have gone straight to the pros and been an all-star. There's plenty of examples.
It's harder to follow. It's harder to follow a high school phenom in baseball than it is the other sports.
Also, T, I gotta take apart your argument,
not
bro.
Watch the Bay Sox.
College people don't watch college baseball because there's no good prospects in college baseballs. If you're a baseball fan,
Strasburg was in college baseball.
If you're a baseball fan, you're more likely to watch Little League World Series than you are to watch college baseball, bro. People don't care for college baseball. You watching that if that's your school against a school you hate type of thing, bro. Like, no one cares about college baseball.
And let's look at it like this. T brought up the Bay Sox. For everybody that doesn't know, it's the Bowie Bay Sox. It's a Maryland-based minor league team, right? If you go to a Bay Sox game tomorrow, guess what? It's butts in the seats, bro. There's butts in the seat. If you go tomorrow to a game, there's butts in the seats. And I'm going to tell you why.
I'll go to a Potomac Nationals game tomorrow.
Sports. It's professional sports. If you tell me they had a minor league team for the 49ers, a dude like you wouldn't go to see the young 49ers prospects? You're tripping.
Nah, they only
you would
go
be there.
on, bro,
If they
because
had
it's a cheap
minor league
date
team to
and a
watch the
nice
football team
and
roll,
a
would
cheap
you go?
outing for the family. B.
I'll probably try to coach.
Right.
I'll
Everybody
probably
would
try
want
to
to be
join
there.
the team. If Washington had a minor league
hold
team,
on,
my ass would be trying
it's
out.
local and it's cheap. That's right. And
But it's just
people
as
go to
cheap as
baseball
going to
games
a
to drink
college
the beer.
game. It's
Bruh,
probably
if I
cheaper
went-
than a college game.
a college, a semi-pro, all of that is just more exciting than going to see minor league baseball. That's what it comes down to. It's just more exciting. It's a more exciting product. Baseball has not figured out how to market the game yet. Like the pitcher's still up there.
That's false. That's false. Baseball makes so much money year after year. Like,
People go to baseball games. It's an American pastime. I get it, but baseball was most exciting when people were hitting homer after homer after homer. Like people want to see a bunch of offense.
And we've been seeing that. We've been seeing that. T, you must have not been watching this year because we've been seeing a lot of offense this year.
They got the juice ball now, right? Or at least they have
something like it. They did do something to the ball.
They had the juice ball last year. That's what people want to see. Nobody wants to see pitchers duels. I'm sorry.
Well, that's you. That's not nobody. That's false. That's not nobody.
That's just like
I love
in basketball. I'm the flip side.
That's not
I don't want to see teams scoring 130, 140. I hate that in basketball. But most fans, because I'm not a true baseball fan, and most NBA fans that just want to see scoring, they're not baseball.
Now we're talking about casuals.
Right. They're casuals. They're not purists. Like if you're a baseball purist, you would love to see a pitcher's duel. If you're a basketball purist, you would love to see a gritty, grinded out game.
Never forget, bro. The MLB brings in more money than the NBA. All right, just don't forget that. Keep that in context. Keep that in perspective for yourself.
If
MLB brings in more money than the NBA.
We're talking about revenue or profit, B.
We're talking about
get your numbers right. You better come with the profit.
Revenue.
Hey, what are we talking about now? Okay, so you just flip flopping that when it suits you. Okay.
If you gave
it might be profit too, though. It might be profit too. It might be profit too.
Hey, I don't want to hear nothing about revenue after your last conversation, B.
Bro, everybody.
Actually, that's still the same conversation. So you tripping.
Right. Same subject.
I knew it'd give you long enough. We'll flip flop you.
If
it ain't about flip flopping because these are two different conversations. My point is, bro, MLB brings in bread, bro. Like it's not like MLB doesn't bring in money. Like y'all trying to paint it like, oh, baseball's boring, nobody watches. That's false. That's your opinion. In America, people are watching baseball, bro. You got 30,000 people that go to midday games. 10,000 people go into midday games at 1 o'clock in the afternoon,
you know,
bro.
Everybody I know, and this is my personal experience.
You're black.
No. I don't only know black people. Like, what is that?
I don't want to hear everybody you know.
No.
Your name your bro from down the corner. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear about everybody you know. I'm talking about America. This is America,
my white
sir.
co-workers even. We went to.
Get out of here, bro.
Shit.
They go to the game to drink. They go to the game to drink.
No matter why you go. If your butt is in the seat, if you pay for a ticket, you're supplying with revenue.
T, come on, that's not fair, bro. I go to a football game and I drink, bro. I go to a basketball game and I drink.
Again, my personal experience. We went to the game. We were drinking. One person out of the group of 6 actually watched the
game. Facts. So
one person.
You don't even like baseball, bro.
Nobody likes baseball, bro. They just go to drink.
Bro, baseball is more profitable than the NBA, bro. What are you not understanding?
Is it profitable or is it revenue?
Profitable. Do your Googles, man. The MLB is more profitable than the NBA, but y'all trying to tell me it's not entertaining, it's boring. That's to you. That's personal. That's not to America. America loves it.
Man, it's because they churning out like 162 games.
It doesn't matter, bro. Okay, NBA got 82 and the NFL got 16.
Let me bring
17 now.
Why do we have college baseball if they have a minor league?
Why do you think, bro?
Yeah, you can answer that.
Tradition.
No, I
the same reason why it will never end.
I didn't say football. I said college sports.
Tradition.
25 years is done. It's finito.
Tradition, legacy, boosters, money,
25 years is done, bro. It's over.
They got so much money coming in places that aren't even on the books, B?
Bruh.
Come on, bro. Don't be stupid, man.
Alumni.
There's
What are you
plenty
talking
more
about?
money. There's plenty more money where that came from, bro.
There's not plenty more money where that came from. I literally just
Okay.
broke it down to you.
So they can't take a
making
donation?
$109 million.
So they can't take a donation from an
106
alumni.
million.
So you mean to tell me that a rich alumni can't cut them a check and end their money problems very easily, might I add you?
No, that's not going to happen, bro.
I know what you think it's going to
Not
help the future
forever.
of their program that their alumni
That's
are
not
getting
gonna
money
happen.
early? These
Rich
guys are
alumni,
already
that's
making
not
money
gonna
6
happen,
figures.
bro. They already getting money from the rich alumni.
All it takes
Like
is
that's
a
already
donation.
happens. Like they're like I told you, bro.
Hold on.
109 million,
The money that
106
they're
million.
getting from
Duke University made $182 profit, bro.
But
That's Duke.
On the books.
That doesn't take into account.
Okay, so what you think they're cooking the books in college sports? What are you talking about, bro?
They don't gotta cook the books.
Conspiracies are you on?
The people that do the books don't even know what's going on.
Okay, all right, Scrub. The people that do the books don't know what's going on. All right, that's the conclusion. All right.
Yeah.
The people that do the books
So are you trying?
don't even know what's going on.
I'm saying there's plenty of other money sources if they're really looking for money. Is what I'm
If my
saying.
school gets $10 million from an alumni, you're not counting that? Because that wouldn't technically, that's not my profit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a donation.
Really, it's none of your
category.
business. If somebody gives me 10 million.
Tell her, bro. These are the same dudes go say soccer is boring, but you go to Europe and they watching cricket. You probably think cricket's boring, don't you? You hate cricket, don't you?
Cricket is better than baseball.
That's a good game.
Now he's
Cricket is better than baseball.
Now he's a cricket enthusiast.
Cricket is better than baseball.
Cricket is better than baseball.
Get out of here.
Now he's a cricket enthusiast.
Yeah.
Get out of here,
Cricket
man.
is much better than baseball.
Get out of here, bro.
If I went to India, I'm catching a cricket game.
Hey, let's go ahead.
You know where to catch one.
Hey, we catch one, T. We'll go.
I got Indian friends.
Scrub couldn't name one cricket team in India. Look at him trying to think of one. Can't name one. And
the national team.
The national team.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here. All right, we're moving on from this, man.
All right.
Y'all missing it. 25 years, college sports is done. Mark my words. When I got the gray beard on this same show telling y'all I was right, just give me my flowers, man. All right, we're keeping it pushing, though. So, some other news. Let's get into something funny real quick, man. My boy T Boogie said he can complete this new challenge. Y'all know what it is. It's the good old crate challenge. I want to know, what gas panelists do y'all think is most likely to complete the crate challenge, and which gas panelist is most likely to bust their ass? I got my answers, but I want to hear from each panelist, bro. Jerome, which gas panelist is most likely to complete it, and which gas panelist is most likely to bust their ass?
I mean, I'm competitive as hell, bro. So if we're saying completed, I got to go with myself. If I actually tried it, I'm not doing it on no hard ass surface. I see these people trying it in hills over concrete. That's I would be willing to do it with some type of grass at the very least, something. But I think I could definitely complete it. It don't even seem that hard.
All right. So Rome, I'm gonna set up some crates. We're gonna get the cam out. We're gonna put it live to YouTube, live to the app, live to everything. Coach Rome complete the crate challenge. Let's get it, man.
Hey, I'm down, man. If we throw a little pot, throw some money on it. If we got some doubters, but I think the gas panelists most likely to bust their ass. If we're picking just sports for the culture panelists, I gotta go with G. G, you're not here, man. I just can't see you getting all the way over, bro. Like honestly, Scruff ain't gonna let you live, bro. He gonna be in your ear the whole time, bro. Scruff ain't gonna let you live even if you got to the top, man. But yeah, I gotta pick G for busting his ass. If we picking anybody in gas, Chris, because I don't see Chris. Chris ain't my man Scribble ain't getting up there neither.
It was a cruel question, man. It was kind of a setup. I ain't trying to put nobody against each other, man. But all I know is the crate challenge. That shit is crazy, man. I don't know why anybody would sign up for it. I do feel like if I had to do it, if there was enough money in the pot, I feel like I could do it. You know what I mean? I feel like I got enough finesse to kind of, skate around those crates. You know what I'm saying? Make sure my steps are light on each crate. It seems like the goal is to really not put too much weight on each crate, man. Once you put too much weight on it, you're kind of making the crate shift a little bit. I'm seeing people step up, and then wait 5 seconds before they step up. Now you got to step up, and step down. You wasting time playing around trying to balance it like it's a balance beam. You're gonna bust your ass, man. And I have seen some tragic falls on doing the crate challenge, bro. Like,
Hey, shout out,
crate challenge on my search, just cracking up.
shout out to the dude that was rolling up on the crate challenge.
That was
That's
impressive. That was the new heights.
True Olympic talent right there.
Word.
No bull, bro. No bull.
Facts.
So y'all, Scrub, you think you could create? You could complete the crate challenge, man?
Absolutely not. No. Two things I'm not good at, bro. Two things I'm not good at. Just balance. I'm not great at balance, bro. When it comes to that, nah, I'm not guys. Y'all see me on a pair of skates, bro, I'll bust my rear, bro, on the regular. So I'm not trusting myself on the crate challenge. Plus, I'm tall, bro. I'm tall and I'm heavy. So that's very problematic, bro, for me. And balance is not good, bro. My balance is not good, bro. So, like, that's like all, you know what I'm saying? And I just see the ending not very good for me. So I say I'm the last person that you want doing that joint. But if I had to put my money on somebody to complete it, I would put my money on Bryce, actually, just because from my experience knowing this, bro, for like 10 years, this man has never done anything where he felt like he couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, legit. Like, you know, all the time we used to go getting ready to go to a party and shit. And he's like, yo, you ain't going to go to the barber? I'll shape you up. Man, this guy, like, really just, he figured out how to try to do it, like, at least decent. You know, Bryce is what you call sure hands. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he got good balance. He was a plyometrics. You know, T, you would have been my second choice, you know, because you know what I'm saying? You're pretty confident in yourself, bro. But I take my money on Bryce because, you know what I'm saying, you got a little bit of that dad weight. You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to work against you.
Hey, I will say, though, man, it was the first time, you know, Scrub needed an emergency cut. He needed emergency shizzy, emergency shape up. So I'm step over here in the bathroom, young man. I got you. Come over here, young man. Come be in the light. Come be in the light, young man. Pull the light out, man. I had to pull my extra light out. And the one thing Scrub can attest to, man, I didn't take his line far back. I kept it natural. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you got to do, man. You got to keep that line natural, bro. You don't need somebody taking your corners all the way to the North and South Pole, man. You got to keep it. You got to keep it even on each side, man. You know, so I got you, bro. You know, I'm the man for the emergency cuts, man.
That's fact. Sure hands, man. You got to get sure hands, bro, for sure.
T.
I don't know about the feet, though.
I told my guy T Boogie, man, before the show started, I asked myself, I know what my man T gonna say. My man T gonna tell you the crate challenge is nothing. I do that in my sleep. Cause my man T got the utmost confidence, and I love it, man. T, crate challenge, man. Would you be a success?
Easy. Look, I'm from a different generation of y'all. I don't walk on humans, man. I told y'all that before the show. You know what I'm saying? My balance is impeccable. I'm elite in Jenga. I'm up the crates, down the crates. People gonna be mad they came out. Like, I wouldn't even want to waste y'all time, man. To be honest with you. But
mad they came out.
They gonna be mad. They gonna want to see me fall like Sha'Carri. Like, I'm going. There's no way I'm falling off no crates. That's another thing I don't do. I'm not about to embarrass myself. I'm not falling off.
Facts, yeah.
See, I ain't put them crates in the hood. If you from the hood, you know them crates was always in the hood.
They were.
They was basketball courts. Like,
real talk, bro. Real talk. I haven't seen those crates since I like moved away from the hood, bro. Like I didn't know like where do they make them shits, bro? They don't, bro. They don't. I was looking at them just like they was like
white people got to walk on Amazon boxes. They don't have crates.
Oh yeah, I'll say another thing, Rome. Your philosophy about to me, like you got to do it on a sturdy footing, right? Like, because if you do it on like a soft, like, you know, marshmallowy surface, like, bro, the Jones ain't gonna stay balanced, bro. You need a hard, sturdy surface. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but if you bust your ass on that hard, sturdy surface,
you ain't the wrong way, bro. You can't think about busting your ass. You gotta think about what's gonna make you sturdy.
I guess I just seen too many motherfuckers fall.
As I'm watching people get up and down, I think getting up is the easier part. Not for everybody, but getting up definitely seems to be the easier part. But
right,
I think you really got to have like strong knees and strong like thighs, like and hamstrings. You got to be able to maintain your weight on one foot. That's what's making them fall. When you pick your foot up and shift the weight, game over.
Yeah.
Like So I would expect like somebody like a gymnast to crush the crate challenge. I saw a guy in the gym. I don't know if y'all saw this one. He was eating a plate of food.
Curling.
Got to the top. Got the dumbbells. Did some curls. Handed the dumbbells back off and walked down. It just made me realize, like, one, if you have proper attire. I'm seeing guys in Jordans and skinny jeans. All right, you're not gonna be successful in anything dressed like a rapper. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. So if you got the proper attire, proper footwear, you can't wear no unlaced Jordans. All right, and you should have a good shot at it, man. And when you come down,
Jim Ford sturdy too.
Yeah,
the one girl did it in heels.
Start shaking, you might want to start running.
Mm-hmm. I think you can take your time on the way up, but I think Bryce was right on the way down, man. It's got to be boom boom. You can't.
It's about
the
legs, bro. You can't have the legs. You can't have one leg on one and one on the other, and then be like swinging weight. It's donezo. Yeah. You got to be firm with it.
But now I see people taking it to the next level. Like I've seen the crates spaced out. Each row, I guess that's a column. Each column is spaced out. I seen, young in the hill. I seen the middle stack, which is typically like the 7th column. Oh, maybe the middle. I don't know if it's the 7th now I think about it. But it's the highest one. They got like 2-3 crates. I don't even know how you get up there, but and more power to these people risking their life and limbs for $50. It's a little outrageous to me.
$50. Where the $50 coming from?
No, a lot of these guys are doing it for a small amount of money. I think it started off as a bigger amount of money. So I think it, the pot shrunk once people started to complete it a little bit easier.
Nah, that dude does deserve a trophy, man, or deserves a free sack. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to look out for him, give him a y'all, for the free.
Y'all gotta stop trying to challenge these old heads, man. I don't want to see nobody's old ass uncle on these crates, bro. I seen this one video, man, out here in the city I live in too, bro. Like somebody's like 50, 60-year-old uncle, man. Don't be gassing up these dudes at the gas station trying to get them to do the crate challenge, man. Like y'all gotta take it easy on these old folks.
Old head had the oversized butters on. I don't know if y'all seen that one.
Which one?
Yeah. It was an old bald dude, man. He had the oversized, he had the Timberland butters on, man.
Yeah, I saw it.
Way too big, bro went down bad, bro. Butters flew off his feet.
Yeah, see, Tim's ain't it. That ain't it. You're better off in like running shoes.
But the falls, though, I'm sorry, bro.
Cross phenotype.
Yo, cross training. Right, homeboy's ribs was chicken, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like you go back, you go down on that joint, bro. Your discus all jacked up. You done.
Yeah. I see one dude, he wasn't even moving, bro. I'm like,
he set up one outside his crib, had his son do it, had what's the rapper Osiris?
YK Osiris.
YK Osiris, man. He went down bad too, bro. His fall wasn't terrible, but it was still pretty funny, man.
Why is a rapper
in the pen now? Crates, it's crazy.
The crate challenge.
Where they getting the crates from in the pen, man? How they getting the footage of the crate challenge?
Oh, the crate. That ain't nothing but everybody got food and drinks,
bro. Shit, they got a hell of shit in there, bro. They got
everything. The one I saw, they in some correctional facility. I saw the video in 3 different angles. How is it that many? They androids. How do androids get into the prisons?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I got
everybody got their phone and
nobody got.
I got a homie, bro. I got a homie in prison. He get more bitches than me, bro. I swear to God.
Hey,
on Snapchat, Instagram, all that shit, bro.
I got.
I swear to God, you gotta follow them, bro.
Got a whole IG page. He DM me. We talk on IG. He doing life, and he got.
He watching the show right now.
He might be. TikTok? Yeah, he probably is.
He might be.
You seen them just doing TikTok? They was doing the show me something challenge. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They was doing the. They was in prison, bro. They was doing it, bro.
Hey man, it's wild, man. Hey, my man Charlie O said the guard just sneaking them in, man.
Bro, the guard, yeah, word, facts. You a guard, bro, word, facts.
It's enough prison talk, man. But the crate challenge, bro. The crate challenge, yo. It's wild, man. It's hilarious. I think we've all been loving it. If you need a laugh, you just search crate challenge, man. The falls are hilarious. Sometimes I don't like laughing at people's pain, but this is just one of the instances where you got to. Like my man D Money said, yo, Or was that my bad? That was my guy Brooke. That was B, man. B told him, man, the CIA put them crates in the hood, man. That's comment of the night right there. We're gonna do the gas crate challenge though, man. We're gonna deliver it to y'all live. Rome said he going first for a dub. He said all he needs is a dub to do it, man. So I got
Great challenge for a
Hey,
gas.
I'll bring the camera, man. I'll bring the camera.
Great challenge for a dub sack. Oh,
Hey,
man.
I might have to roll up like my man, yo. That might be the move. I think the crate challenge might be a little too easy, man. I need a more of
Rome
a
in his
challenge to
bag
it.
now. Damn,
Yeah.
okay, Rome, that place too easy. All right.
As long as I'm not over some concrete, so the event that I do bust my ass, I can get up and laugh at myself and not be slumped over, leaking everywhere. Then
Bruh, you
I'm straight
landing on
with
them
it.
crates no matter which way you go.
It's a wrap.
That's the other thing too, man. Don't nobody know how to fall, man. Everybody falling all kinds of
I've
crazy.
seen a couple
Like,
good falls. You gotta have people have so many people around them that it is a sea of people around you, so that when you do fall, it's like
They can catch you.
wave surfing the crowd.
yeah.
You just
Yeah,
gotta,
I feel like the gas crew
People
ain't
are
gonna let me
trying to-
die. So I'm
People are
good.
trying to fall.
Oh wait,
They're trying to
speaking
kick.
of that, yeah, I'm about to
And
say
they're
you seen
kicking
the
the
one
crates.
they kicked the crates from under dude? That was
Oh, that
terrible,
was
bro.
dirty, bro.
That was
dirty.
That was terrible, bro.
that guy needs new friends.
New
Yeah.
friends, bro.
Yeah,
First of all,
maybe he should move or something too.
look, you kick the crates on me.
They don't care about him, bro.
Start to go funny for this little guy. Fire up the GoFundMe.
It definitely was some little kids that did it too. Little badass kids just kicked the crates while man halfway in the air, bro.
Terrible, bro.
Well, it's better to be a kid
exercising
and fall
my,
than be a grown man
Second
and
Amendment
fall.
rights.
Kids can fall and just take it. They bounce right off the floor, bro. Old man fall. Somebody in the 30s and fall. Come on, bro. You jacked up the rest of the year.
Might be the last fall, bro.
You might be in the chiropractor for the next 5. Seriously.
Look. This is how you gotta.
You out here
This is
doing
how you gotta
yoga
psych.
and shit.
This is how you gotta psych yourself up, man. In any of these pressure situations, I used to do this in sports. You just gotta give yourself a real goal. Like, if I don't make it over these crates, somebody's gonna kill my friend. You know what I'm saying? You gotta psychologically put yourself in a place where you're gonna succeed. You can't be up there in any situation. You can't be up there at the free throw line, penalty shots, thinking about what if I fall, what if I miss. You gotta know you're gonna do it and you attack it. That's all. If you watch these people falling, they get up there and they start looking scared.
Mamba mentality, bro. Mamba mentality.
You gotta
see yourself. It's like that's all I say to people when they playing ball. I'm like, you gotta see the ball, go in the basket. It's all visualization, man.
Well, you know what? That's a perfect segue to our next topic, man, because somebody didn't see themselves getting first place.
No, somebody did, and they did.
A few days ago. They did not see themselves getting first place, and they ended up in last, and the Jamaicans ended up smoking them. I'm talking about our girl, Sha'Carri Richardson. We all on wax saying how much we love Sha'Carri. I think everybody was kind of in agreement. And I even love the way that she, was snapping on the haters in the press conference. You know what I'm saying? This is only one race. It's only one race. I was like, I feel you though. It's only one race. Yeah, I feel you. But hey, she took the big L, man. She took the big L. Man. Only up from here is what she said. That's a fact. That's a fact, D Money. But when you in last, it's only one way to go. Either stay there or you go up. You know what I'm saying? So T, man, you are a resident track guy, man. Break it down, man. Break Sha'Carri's L down.
Yeah, so this was at a Diamond League race, which is more or less the pros. This is the professional leagues for track, right? It's international. You see a lot of people endorse Nike, Reebok, Adidas, whoever. And she's a Nike runner. But this is her first race back from missing the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? She did the qualifiers. She didn't get to go to the Olympics. This is her first race back. This is her first chance to really take on the Jamaicans that finished 1, 2, 3 in the Olympics, in the 100 at least. And this was at the Steve Prefontaine Classic. This is in Oregon. Prefontaine's a distance runner. He has a documentary. Watch that movie. I can't even think of the name of it. It might just be called Pre. But if you ever need a sports movie, watch that one. I think he had the first Nike shoes. He ripped the Nike sign off and said he didn't want the wind resistance. But it's out in Oregon. But yeah, it was in his race. You know what I'm saying? His memorial race. He died in a car crash when he was like 25. But she got smoked. I think I'm half certain I said on this show before that, or at least I told you guys off air, that I didn't think she had a chance to medal in the Olympics. And I told a few other people, and they were looking at me like I was a hater, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, she should have ran better. My assessment was she got out there, she started the race, she started fine, and realized it's levels to this racing. Like, you're a pro. This is like a quarterback starting his first NFL game. So, for her to stumble, it's fine. For her to not finish, not medal, that's fine. But I feel like I don't know if she'll ever beat the Jamaicans. Just to be quite honest with you, she's young though. That's the one thing I will give her. She's 21. Women in track can run into their 30s, as you see with Allison Felix. But she lost the race. You've seen it by now. If you haven't, you can YouTube it. You can get on Twitter, search it up. She lost. She finished last. But because she's the show in America, she sells the money. She generates the revenue. They came in, talked to her, and I wasn't a fan. Bryce said I thought she sounded like Ric Flair or Macho Man after losing the belt. Like,
it
that's
definitely,
the way you gotta be though. You gotta come with some bravado.
It definitely gave me like Richard Sherman vibes, even though he had won, but it definitely gave me vibes like they ran up right on her. But before I give my take on it, T, I just gotta say one thing, bro. Like, you watch track, but you told me baseball was boring.
track is one of the ultimate sports, bro. Like,
personal preference, I'm sure.
First of all,
it's all opinion, bro. It's all opinion.
Look.
It's all opinion, bro.
Any sport where it's just you, you know what I'm saying? That's a serious sport, right? It's nobody passing you the ball. It's nobody blocking for you. It's nobody, giving you signals of what pitch is coming. None of that stuff. It's you and whatever your body can do. It's your mind and your body. And I think her body's fine. Obviously, she's ran the 6th fastest time. She went out there. She ran 11:1, which in track, as we've seen, if you run a half second slower than someone, you got smoked. You got smoked. 11:1 is slow. She ran slow. What can I say?
I definitely don't watch as much track as you, but I definitely don't dislike track. I'm very into it. Sha'Carri, I just think really she got too much of the spotlight. I mean, after everything went down, it was we put her on this big pedestal, and T's right, man. If you were following track, you probably would have known that she was up there, but she probably wasn't really going to be in the top rankings of all this. But like T said, she is young, and I think the sky's the limit. I'm still in very much support of her. I think she'll get another crack at all this, and I think she'll be fine.
To put it in perspective, right? She didn't just lose to 3 Jamaicans. She lost to 4 Jamaicans and 2 Americans. So
she lost to 4 Jamaicans and 2.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead,
what is her training been like? We know she's had a little bit of time off.
I know one training she's been doing. The lifting the blunt to mouth. She's been training this real hard, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So like she's got some time.
Breathing exercises.
All right, I mean, look at it like this.
Breathing is important in track.
So I think the Elaine Thompson, she ran 10.5, which is incredible for a woman. You know what I'm saying? 10.6, which Sha'Carri ran to make her 6th fastest. That's pretty fast. Sha'Carri's only ran under 10.8, I think, 4 times officially.
Hey, bro, B, you in your bag, B. Hey, B just had the first best comment of the night and the second. You in your bag, B. You in your bag.
He said she came in 9th because she couldn't smoke an 8th.
Hey, look, but one thing I will say after watching the presser, and I think this is like something that kind of applies to all the sports, and this is the one thing I didn't like. When she said this one quote, she said, "I'm the 6th fastest woman in the world in this race, and nobody can never take that away from me." See, what I heard, and when I heard that, what I heard was, I've already accomplished my goal in this sport. You see what I mean? Like when you sometimes we look at these NBA prospects and we're like, why didn't this guy that was such a huge prospect, why wasn't he nice in the league? It's because you know why? That guy's goal was to make it to the league.
Yep.
When your goal is just to make it to the league, once you get drafted, the work is done. But some guys' goal is to make it to the league, and other guys' goal is to be the best player ever. Other guys' goal is to be an all-star. Some guys' goal is to go to the Hall of Fame. Some guys' goal is to win some championships. It's different goals in sports, you know what I mean? Like, you can see that instantly. Like, for example, me and T, we on the flag football team together. You can instantly see the guy whose goal is to have a good game versus the guy whose goal is to win the game. Some guys come out there, and all they want to do is have a good game. If they get a couple nice highlight plays after the game, they're not tripping if they lost by 3 touchdowns. Other guys, their only goal is to win. They got 3 or 4 highlight plays, but the team lost, and they're pissed. It's levels, you know what I'm saying? It's really levels to goals in sports. And when she said that one line, I'm already the 6th fastest in this sport at this race, and nobody can take that away from me. I was like, hold up. Did she already accomplish her goal? I could be digging a little too deep into that. That's kind of what I heard.
Craziest part, because times and record, it's a record, right? Records get broken, so your 6th fastest could easily become 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th fastest within the same year. The women are running a lot faster. Long term, I don't know if she ever medals in the Olympics. I think she missed the opportunity to try. But as far as just being a pro, she's fine. She's obviously strong enough to run in the 10.6s. I just don't think she is who the media wanted her to be.
Right.
Yeah,
also,
exactly.
Also, you can't. You're trash. Like, it's one thing to be confident, and I know a lot about this because I'm a confident guy and I'm a trash talker. She's a trash talker. You can't lay an egg when you're a trash talker because you're going to hear it. So for the masses to be crying, why are you trying to humble her? No, they want her to just be realistic. They're not trying to humble her. They're not telling her don't be yourself. They're telling you be yourself. Like, you're not until you get there. Then you say I'm here. If you say, hey, I think I can win, that's fine. Once you start liking tweets and shading other people,
and that, bro.
This
she like that one real egregious tweet, bro. I don't know if she really liked that or somebody copied and pasted it and made it look like she liked something, but I'm not even gonna repeat what the tweet said, but it was one I saw. I was just like, but this is telling, right?
I don't care about
this. Is telling. Like I said, you lost to 4 Jamaicans, 2 Americans. You didn't congratulate any of them. You lost and had a camera on you. You didn't. You had teammates out there that ran faster than you that beat you. Why you ain't throw some light on them?
But now, Scrub, you say you don't care about tweets, but when somebody's racist tweet gets unearthed, or you know what I'm saying, we dig in somebody's background and they said something crazy, you'll be one of the first ones that say, hey, this dude is this dude is that. So like, I feel you. Like, you
she's only 21.
Some of the things that they said she was liking.
She's only 21.
First of all,
she is only 21. That's a fact. I didn't
even speak on this, the whole topic yet. So first, my thing is this. We talking about tweets, talking about all this stuff. All this stuff has nothing to do with racing. And that's the point. That's really what happened here, is that she was good. I'm not saying she wasn't good. I'm not saying she's not good anymore. I'm just saying she was good. And most of us don't know squat about track and field, right? So we seen somebody that we liked that was in a kind of a situation, a jam, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, she got in trouble for smoking weed. I could relate to that. You know what I'm saying? So like, so can a lot of people, bro. And we elevated her, bro, in that sense. Like, cause we wanted her to run. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she spoke weed. She's just like us. We want her to run, bro. She young. She black. Like, we wanted to support her. And that's what happened. And she kind of like, you know, like maybe she was feeling herself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she let it get the best of her. Maybe she took that celebrity and, you know, whatever. I don't know what happened after that, but I do know that, you know, like, that probably put a lot more onus on her, because like everybody was acting like she ain't, you know, we talking about you know, Simone Biles, you know what I'm saying? Like, people was putting her on the pedestal like she's Simone Biles of her sport, and she isn't. Not quite frankly. So like, that's the thing. Like, she is a very young, up and coming, like, rising star in her sport. We know this for certain. But what most of America did was they seen somebody that was relatable. They looked at the stat sheet and seen that she was like the top runner, and were like, yeah, let her run. You know, they made her Jordan, and they don't even know track. They probably never even seen her run.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, they crowned her. They crowned her prematurely. You know, she was fast in the U.S. There's a couple other, as we've seen, that are just as fast, but she's 21. Give her a chance to grow, learn. She sounds like a kid that grew up like a 21-year-old, like doesn't really know the way of the world yet. You know what I'm saying? So give her some time. I think she'll be fine as a pro, but I don't really expect her to ever be ranked 1. You know what I'm saying? As a 100-meter runner. And then she dropped out to 2. That's another thing like that struck me. You lost in the 1 and then you drop out to 2. Like, no, fight it out. If you lose in both, you lose in both. You're an athlete. Unless you're injured, bro, get out there and run. Like, you had a chance to redeem yourself in the 2. You could have said, hey, I didn't run my best in the 1, but I got after it in the 2. You dropped out of the 2.
Yeah, which makes even more sense. Like, it was just like too much, you know? It became too much. It was like, you know?
I don't know what's going on in her personal life, but I need to see her next 2 races, and then I'll know, you know, which way to go from there.
Yeah, maybe all the attention wasn't good for her.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Either way, shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson, man. She definitely made a name for herself. That's one thing we cannot take away from her. She has definitely made a name for herself. And she didn't just cement herself in track and field, but cemented herself in the culture. You know what I mean? And that brings me to what we are, man. Y'all know what it is. It's Gas Sports for the Culture. You know, we don't just do this for sports. We do it for the culture. We don't just talk about the NCAA mergers. We talk about the Crate Challenge, man. Another great episode, fellas. Y'all know what it is, man. Find us on all platforms at Good Ass Sports. If you're looking for the app, you want to really tap in with the culture, with the sports culture, go to your app store, search Gas Sports Network. It's super easy, very easy to find us. We everywhere at this point. You know, it's at Good Ass Sports or it's Gas Sports Network. We're real easy to find. If you want some gas merch, you can go to the website, goodassports.com. You can go to the app, Gas Sports Network. Get you a gas tee, get you a gas hat, get you a gas band. Get the whole package, man. Get the care package. Y'all know what it is, man. Gas Sports for the Culture. We're doing it every single Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. We apologize for the late start. We all had some technical difficulties today. I don't know what was up with the with Technology God. I don't know if y'all watch American Gods, but Technology God was wilding on us today. Was not trying to cooperate, but we got it in. We got it done. Another powerful episode, man. And the gang is all here as always. Y'all know how we end every single show, man. Sports for the culture.
Sports for the culture.